here's where I look at all these pieces of conglomerations of rust, and especially because there's something sticking out of this, and it means there could be stuff attached to this. Now, I already picked this up, so I know what's underneath it, but this is exactly what I just did. I found a piece there, I picked it up, I looked at it. There's nothing really sticking out. Sometimes I try to break it in half. Oh, it did break. But let's look at this thing. I grabbed this, turned it over, and bam! Look at what we're seeing here. There's something interesting right there, and there's a coin. Look at that coin sticking out right there. Can't really see what it is yet. I know it looks... I'm gonna guess it's a weedy. Oh, look at that, there's a date on it. Oh, son of a gun. 1950 something. 1940 something, 51. So that's a weedy stuck in there, and I doubt that's gold, but it sure looks cool. Got to bring that home and crack it open. That'll be fun. I just successfully smashed another piece. And look at this cool thing that was in the middle of it. And what I was really looking for is this little contraption. It's possibly maybe some kind of dial to a nautical type piece of equipment. I don't know. But I got very lucky that it popped out like this. Isn't that cool piece? Okay, so now we're going to really inspect what we have going on in this massive piece of rust and rocks. So most of these pieces kind of have what I refer to as a mother piece inside it. I'm going to guess that this is part of it. And that was the main piece that created all this rust and this collection of stones to it. But when you see, like I showed you in the video when I caught it, there is a 1951 wheat penny right here. We have something that appears to be brass sticking out here, maybe part of a link. I'm going to guess this is a potential bullet right there. There's a bolt sticking out here, or a screw. With further inspection, I thought I saw another screw probably coming out around down here somewhere. But nothing else that I can see on either side. So I am going to start to gently break around the wheat penny and this piece, since they look like the more interesting pieces, and try and get this out. Generally, when I hit it, it tends to break open pretty easily, but sometimes it doesn't, and it makes a huge mess, which I'm not supposed to be doing here in our little dining room. So I'm going to maneuver somewhere else. But here is a piece that I think I just showed in the video too, that came out of another massive rock collection. I'm not really sure what that is. It looks instrumental-ish. There's a square in the middle there that I have to punch out. I'm not really sure what that is. This piece on the left here looks like it kind of has some dial ridges in it. That might be interesting to clean up a little bit also. That was a big old bolt. You see, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty here. Ooh, it gets a little bit more interesting. Look at this piece. So I found this was one of the main pieces. in the center that collected this all together. There's another bolt, but I thought I saw some interesting things. What's going on right here? Oh, that looks like that could be another coin. That might be... What is that? There's stars on it. Oh my goodness, what is that? All right, we're gonna hold that piece and let's look and see what's going on. Oh, look at the imprint of the coin. I think there's a key in there. There's something right here, there's something right here. Look at that. Wow. Okay. It is a button. How cool is that? Incredible. And this looks like another button right there. I can see the shank or the back end of it. And look at the key that just popped out. How cool is that?
Casino time?
Yep. Oh, what about under the boardwalk? I'm liking that. Look at that over there too. There's a deep ravine. We need to be spending our time under the boardwalk. Forget about the beach. Rip currents. Oh, I like the pier down there. I guess so. There's no casinos down there though. Volleyball. There's a little trough. Should have brought my boots, Ted. Schnikety nikities. Well, I'm not gonna need that if it all shows up like this. 98. Well, this is interesting. I just spent about 2 hours on the beach and got a quarter, a dime, and about 10 pennies all clad. So I came off the beach and found this little strip alongside the boardwalk. And the first signal is a dime, but it is silver, 1958. Very interesting. Do I tell my twin brother? Maybe not yet.
It's pretty cheap too.
That's an old building right there. Guy is dedicated and intense. Yeah.
Saw him a bunch of times.
Look who's here.
Your voice is very loud.
What?
Your voice is very loud. You're like speaking super loud.
People say I have a nice voice.
No, I didn't say it wasn't nice. It's projecting today.
Uncle Mark. Well, after finding those really cool things in the rocks, I'm back hunting for more of them. There are a lot of small pieces that have already broken off of big pieces like this that get smashed around. So I'm gonna look at a couple pieces. I don't see a lot in them, but I wanna try and, especially this big piece, I wanna try and bust it open against this rock. Not really sure how it's gonna go, but I'm gonna give it a shot anyway. Well, it worked. And really all I'm trying to do here is see if there's anything embedded inside. So there's a spike sticking out of that piece. Nothing. This piece came off. There's some kind of bolt right there. Looks strange. Oh, look at that. See what this piece is. There's the mother piece. Each one of these things tend to have a pretty large piece of iron or something inside that creates it in the first place. It appears to be that big piece right there, but I don't see anything else. Maybe one more smidge. I caught the tip of a brass piece here, and I did break it open. It looks like it's got a longer piece here, so I'm gonna bring that home and check it out. There definitely was something inside here. Might be a fishing lure. So if you remember from an older video, at least a couple videos, I've been filming this rock with all the stuff stuck inside of it. And I will occasionally come in and try and break off pieces of it, but it's so super hard. You can't really get into it, but there's so much in here. So I was able to hit a few spots over here that loosened up, and I think I just recovered a spoon. Yeah, look at that. That was stuck inside of it. Not sure how old it is, but it's intact, and I'm guessing it's probably not silver. But most of the stuff that comes off of this rock is kind of 30s to 50s-ish. That's pretty cool. Let me see if I could take a few more whacks on the side here. Try to find a weak area. All right, I was able to weaken a little bit more of the side here, and I've got some chain link coming through. Pretty thick piece here, and another smaller piece here, which is good because all that chain link is wrapped around in here, and it might allow me to break off more of the stone because there's going to be a weaker area. And some kind of big piece of brass coming out right here. I was just working on this brass piece here and a couple whacks, and there's a memorial penny sitting right here. Most of this is all lead and iron, and more so iron. I'm going to work on this. You can see this nails coming out. A few other things starting to show up, but there is another coin there. There's no place like home. 4 days in Atlantic City. We did some detecting down there, but not much. So I haven't been here in about 5 days. Feels like it's been an eternity. And I'm back to do some searching. Usually after about a week, this place looks pretty different, which is what I'm hoping for. I like the shape of the bottle that just came out of that hole. Look at this thing. It's interesting. Might clean up nicely. I like the shape. Almost beer barrel-ish. The twist off, but a later twist off. Interesting. I might hold on to something cool, like maybe my buttons. This is something interesting my little pinpointer picked up that I probably would not have seen. Watch. You see it now? So it has the edge of potentially a buckle. Now, these things can come out of here pretty beat up, so I'm going to take my time extracting this, just in case it's something really cool. Okay, so I got it out enough where I think I can just jostle it out. And it's looking a bit more like a buckle. Now there's going to be any design to it. Yeah, sure enough, that is a buckle. Interesting backing to it. Yeah, look at that. All right, I don't see anything written on it yet. Let's give it a quick little wash. Huh. Okay. Oh, look at that. Again, I want to be very gentle with this. Ah, look at that. All right. Very cool. Maybe part of a swimsuit. Once again, my pinpointer is working in my favor. I came across this area. See that? I'm just running it up and down to see if it connects to any kind of metal in here. And it looks to have part of a spoon bowl. I don't know if the rest of the spoon is in there. It's sitting in tight. Oh, I feel like I'm extracting a pipe bowl over in England in the River Thames. I hope the rest of the pipe is there. And it's just a spoon. Oh, but it is there. Look at that. All right. Nice. Another spoon. It's been a week of spoons this week. And that pretty thing coming up. There you go. Very neat. Any maker's mark there? There probably will be. Yep, there is. I just can't make it out yet. Where can I? Something plated, probably silver plated. But I like that very royalish design on top. Very cool. Well, it's not often I find the actual tip of an ink pen. Well, that's what I got right there. There we go. It's got some writing on it. Yeah, I think I see another pretty awesome looking kitty that just popped up. This guy. There we go. Well, I almost just did a somersault into the water trying to pull this piece of rubber out. Not really sure what it is, this huge swatch of rubber, but right behind it, it's always worth the effort. This might be, yep, it looks like a mason jar. It's looking pretty intact. I can't tell how old it is yet, but I do love my mason jars. Look at this guy. Okay. Yep, all mason. Ideal. That's where the metal clasp would have been. No coins in there. And this one might not have a number underneath. I think this is older than the ones that had the numbers underneath. I'm not so sure, but I'll get that home and look up the date of that. That's a great, great bottle. Ball Ideal Mason Jar. Great find. I'm not really sure what's going on here. It does look like the top of something, the lid of maybe a makeup case. It's brass. Just being gentle with it because I have a feeling there might be a pretty cool design right there. But I've been wrong before. So you saw the last picture where I did a brief cleanup, and now I've been chipping away at the rust here. And although I saw kind of a floral arrangement, I really couldn't figure out what was going on here. And this little spiky triangle right here on the left bottom section of it threw me off because I just couldn't figure out what that was. And then out of nowhere, it appeared. That is some sort of Roman soldier, maybe? Look at the headdress, the shoulder here. Now I can see the face. Out of nowhere, it finally came into vision. What a cool piece. Now look at this thing that just popped out. It's a pin. Really, really cool ornate design on it. I believe it's brass or copper. And there, I think there's a little glass bead in the middle, maybe, like a little eye. The back has the pin markers on it. That's cool. Well, it didn't take long for him to take off in search of another boat to take a picture of. Now I'm doing a strip right here, which generally would only give up new clad. But very interesting that I just got a sharp signal, and that's a 1948 wheat penny. It's been out here a while. You can tell by the discoloration and the patina and the green sand connected to it. But it could mean that some older stuff has been pushed up in this area. So I'm going to start to walk towards that and see if there's anything else in this line. Well, a second great sign of really dry sand hunting. You see these stones coming through, and the wind blew off a coin sitting right on top, surface find. And even that one, back to 1969, this has been here a while. These are not fresh dropped. Something's good. Well, I'm getting my last licks in for the week. It's my last day, Friday afternoon. I put my video out tomorrow. And it's raining out, but I had a quick half hour to do a little more digging. And here's the first of my finds. And it looks like it's going to be a fork. Pretty beat up, but these are always cool to see what kind of design they have on. That's some kind of tag that just came out. Unfortunately, it is broken in half. But something might come out on that. Now I just gotta hope I don't find the other piece, because then that means I broke it. Oh, there's a piece of it. Oh my goodness. All right, well, maybe I didn't break it. Maybe I didn't. Okay, there's enough of it. We'll see what it is.